That's right, we're right back where we started this year with servicing the plow. This time, we're doing a full service on the plow and not just changing the cutting edge. We're going to change the hydraulic fluid, and we're not changing the cutting edge, we're just flipping it over so we have a more even wear and we get the most amount of life out of the cutting edge. I go through a cutting edge in about 2 plowing seasons, so next year I will have to replace it again, but this year I can flip it over and just grind the heck out of it. First step is to remove this cover. I don't know if you could hear that hissing. That was letting off the pressure. So when I go to take out the fill cap or the drain plug, there isn't a crazy amount of pressure. Ooh. Ooh. Don't drop it now. It's a little tight, a little snug. Yeah, so I'll have to grab it. Oh yeah, that's gonna make a mess. There we go. Maybe it's time to switch to some blue Loctite on these threads instead of the red Loctite. Might make it easier to get it off. We're gonna remove this fitting. That one. And this one. That drain out. And then we should be able to, I think, yeah, we can just, that squirted out way more than I anticipated. Oh yeah. Oh. And on the other side. Well, unfortunately, I've made a huge mess, but I have kitty litter, so all this is doing is getting the hydraulic fluid out of the lines. So you pretty much start from square one. This ensures that if there is any water in your hydraulic lines or in the reservoir, you're getting it out, you're getting clean, fresh hydraulic fluid in there, so you don't have any issues. No. So you minimize potential issues in the plow season. We'll just cover this whole area. Plenty of kitty litter. Put some over there too. That'll help catch it for the most part. Cool. So I think for next time, I disconnect the hoses here and drape them over, so I'm not shooting hydraulic fluid up in the air, I'm just shooting it down. As long as I remember where those go. Now we can just reconnect the fittings, snug it down. Now, as these lines start to get older, it may be worth me picking up one of each of the lines, so I have them, because there's only 3 hydraulic lines on this. One is for this arm, the other is for that arm, the other is for the lift cylinder. I've already had to replace the line for the the passenger side, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have at least one of each, just so in the middle of the night, if one of them blows, I'm not stuck using the tractor until place is open so I can go get it replaced or rebuilt. Yeah, snug down. With both of those lines hooked back up, we can top this fluid up. Cool, so I never pressed record for the drain plug or filling the reservoir back up, but those have been done. I think the reservoir takes about 2 quarts. It'll take more once we're back up and running and we can get the air out of the system, but for right now, the reservoir is topped up and the plugs are all in. We just got to put the bleeder valve back in. Threads are screwed up, so I really should get a new one, but if you push hard enough, it goes in. That's what no. Oh, come on. Yeah, threads are all goobered up. Really should get a new one. But if you're delicate with it, it'll go in. I don't know how well, but that's in. The next step is to change out, not to change out, but to flip over the cutting edge to maximize how much life we get out of it. As you can see, focus on the edge, not me. This has been the front of the plow, and this is the back edge. So it just, as it plows, it wears that edge away, and we're gonna flip it over, and it's gonna start wearing this edge backwards. I also use the shoes for quite a lot of the plowing, so I think if I had just the cutting edge, I would wear through this probably every year. I'm also dealing with an older style plow. I say an older style, a little bit older style, where this trip edge is a lot bigger than newer plows, so I get far less life and wear out of my cutting edges than other plows do, because this trip edge is so much taller compared to the newer ones that I've seen. I mean, this is what I'm dealing with, but the problem is if I wear into this too much, then I wear away all my supports, and then I have to replace the trip edge. And I'd rather not have to do that. So it's worth changing and flipping over the cutting edge every year, opposed to replacing one of those. Time to flip this around. Yeah, that's the right way. All right, and put it back on. I'm going to start with this end and then jump over to the other end. Cutting edge has been replaced. Now, if you remember, well, I don't know if I showed you, but before we flipped the cutting edge over, this back edge was flush with the bottom edge of the plow, and now I have gained about 1/2 inch of cutting edge again, which is I guess about 12 millimeters for the metric people out there, which is huge. And I will wear this out to be completely flush again. I'm probably wearing into this again, but eventually I will end up wearing this out to where it has to be replaced, but not this year. I'm also replacing plow marker because last year that side broke, but I didn't want to replace them and have them sitting out in the sun all summer, so I waited until now. I prefer to have these because I know exactly where the corner of my plow is instead of having to try and guess, because with the new trucks and their hoods, you cannot see, you can never see this corner. You can sometimes see that corner, but they're almost useless. left is to circulate the hydraulic fluid, get the system pressurized again, and then make sure the reservoir is topped up. Blocks out of the way. And then all I'm going to do is go back and forth just to work the hydraulic fluid through the lines. We'll set it down, depressurize it, and check the fluid level, top it up, and then do it again and check it, make sure we're full. So we depressurize. Okay. And then remove the fill cap. And then we ever so carefully add a little bit at a time so that we don't overfill it like we did the first time. Of course, I'm losing daylight, so it's twice as hard. Check. All right, we still got quite a bit of room. A little bit more room. All right, we're nearly there. I can see the top of the fluid. So now you can see, hopefully, the fluid level is right there, almost at the top of the threads, so we are good. But we will reinstall this cap, tighten it down, I really need to get a new one of these. Yeah, there it started. Sort of. Remove the pressure valve again. Oh yeah, there was some air this time. And then recheck this level. And as you can't see, we're good. Yeah, I guess it's a little overfull, but sorting itself out apparently. I will come back and check this level in a week or so after using it a couple times, just to make sure everything's good. I probably should relieve the pressure again after 1 or 2 more turns, just to make sure we get as much air out of the system as possible. So we'll reinsert this cap, tighten this down, repeat the process. Make sure that's tightened all the way down so it's not letting any air in, as that could be potentially a problem. That's tight. All right, cool. One more time. Cool. Cool. I think we're good. Oh yeah, we're ready for snow. And the last thing that I gotta do is put the shoes on. So these allow me to plow the gravel road without having to lift the plow up off the surface, especially early on in the season when everything is still a bit soft. And instead of plowing just the snow, I plow the road as well. So I throw those on, and if 2 or 3 storms it doesn't warm up, we're good. I'll take them off and run the rest of the season until we get into spring. Or if we keep having warm spells, I run them most of the winter. It just makes my life just a little bit easier. That was the full service of the Fisher Plow. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.